Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin bubble news channel. Yeah, so when someone says price measured in fiat dollars, I almost cringe because it makes me think of a world where people steal money and value doesn't go where it should go through the free market force. That structure is making their whole lives worse and making it worse over time. Hey crypto friends, welcome back to the channel. Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros talks to us. Jeff also said that not having Bitcoin will make your life worse, and you shouldn't really worry about the price of BTC, which you just saw in that clip, and he's going to talk about that in the clip today. He will also talk about how AI is connected to Bitcoin and how AI will help Bitcoin in the long run. He also says that you should think about whether you should buy Bitcoin or real estate right now. He says everything that's on his mind. This is an interview he did not long ago on Natalie Brunell's channel. Call her out. There is a lot of information that is useful. You should see this through to the end. You can check out our Patreon if you want to see exclusive material and trade signals that only the Bitcoin Bros get. That will be in the space below for comments. Now, let's watch the movie and see what Jeff has to say. So I have a very different view of Bitcoin than most people do, and it has a lot to do with everything else from that point on. You already know from my book that the whole thing can be summed up in one sentence: deflation is the normal state of the free market. It would happen a lot faster and at an exponential rate thanks to technology. And we shouldn't be afraid of deflation because it's just the flow of production to us, letting us live full lives and do what we want. That's how the market normally works, and anything that stops that is not an economic system. This doesn't mean stopping zero inflation, but stopping the underlying rate of deflation, which today is probably -5 or -6%. It's not a form of government. It is a method of control that works best when it takes from you. That being said, I haven't found anyone who disagrees with me that the natural state of a free market is decline. This means that once you know that to be true, everything else in the current system is stealing from you. The political system is stuck on the question of who can steal from you the most. That's what you're really getting at. Having a fight over who gains from this theft that you lead to in the end. Bitcoin is the only thing I've found that can keep you safe from that. It stands, but it's not a coin, so it's not. It's a system that is limited by energy. It is a secure, open, decentralized, and open system that is limited by energy. It doesn't matter if you use real money or fake money on paper to set the price. It doesn't care. It just keeps going forward. Based on Bitcoin, all prices are falling and always will because it's the only thing that works in a free market. The things that are connected to the other machine are not. It's a method for control. If you look at Bitcoin from the point of view of a system that has made all of its money back, and I would even go so far as to say that it has protected its money from the financialization of assets, such as the stock market. Those who are aware of this and have seen financialization believe that it is the free market. When you see Bitcoin, you may wonder how you can financialize more things and keep the prices going up, and a lot of our business, if not all of it, is now based on finance. But I can do all of those things with just a simple equation. 4 years ago, my house was worth $1.4 million in Bitcoin. There are now $2.1 million in fake bills. In terms of Bitcoin though, it was 300 Bitcoin 4 years ago. It's worth 26 Bitcoin right now, so my house will be worth 2 Bitcoin in 4 years. It makes sense to use Bitcoin to buy a house right now, if that's what you want to do. But keep in mind that you're paying too much for the house, because it has become too valuable in terms of money. This is because the house's value compared to Bitcoin is dropping, which is how the free market works. Think of AI as something we made to help us. It's a tool. It's a tool of the free market that gets better over time. In terms of Bitcoin, this means that all prices are falling faster than the marginal cost of production. When you compare this method to the other one, prices will have to go up. And as they go up, there is no free market when this much money is being changed. Because of this, the money is. This is very important, so I'm going to go back. Deflation is the normal state of a free market. Just say that over and over again. Once you know that everything else is blocking it. And if you think your prices are going up, and this will lead to growth. Listen to the leaders today as they talk about growth. They're talking about how faster decline is caused by productivity growth. What they're really saying is that we're going to change money faster to take more of it from you. There is no talk of growth at all. So don't stop. If the market is free, prices will fall naturally. Then it's not a government system that stops it. It's not a method for making money, it's a method for control. And it's so important. In AI, that's important because AI moves faster and faster, and it will always move faster and faster. It also combines with robots that can do anything you can do faster and better. The company that hires robots that you say you won't use because they take away jobs will be used because it saves you money. It will be useful to you. They will lose money if they don't use that because you will choose something else. If the choices you make are causing prices to go down, shouldn't you gain from an economy that reprices things and gives everyone on Earth more of what they need? That's what Bitcoin does. So Bitcoin is. As of right now, the world's balance sheet is worth about $900 trillion, and there are 21 million Bitcoins in circulation. This means that, as long as Bitcoin stays decentralized and safe, each Bitcoin is worth about $43 million. But that $900 trillion, because all it has to do is stay decentralized and safe for a certain amount of time for that to be true. It changes the prices of the other method. But the $900 trillion balance sheet we have now has $400 trillion worth of information against it. And that bill is already past due. If it was really marked to market, the world's balance sheet would not be $900 trillion. There would be a cascading crash of all property prices, banks would fail, and everything else would fall apart. As a result, the only reason it's $900 trillion, which is pretty much what you use to measure the world, is because you think the debt is manageable and you'll vote for someone who manipulates money instead of letting the system fall apart. What does that mean? That means that in 4 or 5 years, the $900 trillion balance sheet will not be